My father is the hero Endeavor. He's the number 2 hero.
And you're mentally reciting this to yourself because you might forget who your father is? Who is this internal narration for?
He is talking to Midoriya. The very next scene you make is still from this conversation, and you can see mouth movements.
And who's going to show me the Catch Me Up log? Cause holy f***, I have been dropped directly into the middle of some
You decided to sin a show you haven't seen in the middle of the 2nd season and expect it to make sense? Jeremy needs to learn how to watch TV shows.
Nobody will be seated during the various superheroes casually stretch and warm up instead of doing actual hero stuff during the opening credits portion of the episode.
Because this is in the middle of a tournament story arc.
Calf pipes.
Pointing things out on the screen cliche.
I mean, your mom looks pretty happy in this scene, and you were the one crying. Pretty strange, considering you just said your only memories of your mother were of her crying.
You may have a point here, but you can't see her eyes. People can cry while smiling.
Okay, we usually start with pilots on TV sins, but someone told me this is one of the most liked episodes of the show. I'm now 3 minutes in and looking at a lineup of pickaxe chin, European outlet mouth, and stapler remover headman, and I haven't been this lost since I tried to watch Inherent Vice.
You not watching the rest of the anime to this point is not a sin of the episode. Jeremy must learn the difference between self-incompetence and sins.
What the hell is going on with this guy's mouth? Someone get this man some chapstick, stat!
Body shaming.
It's good to see that this event was attended by Schoolgirl Legolas, Human Sesame Street, and Seth Meyers.
Jeremy makes pop culture references that aren't sins of the show cliche. You know what? No. He makes so many pop culture references, it's unreal. I think I've got it written down like 5 or 6 more times in the script that he makes a pop culture reference. So I'm just going to add on however many I've written it down and save myself some time.
Now I'm getting it. These kids have powers, and they're fighting each other to see who's number 1. We have Hair Flare versus Finger Flick, and my only question at this point is if Finger Flick breaks a bone when he launches boogers or ants or paper footballs.
This isn't even a case of the books matter. The rest of the damn show you failed to watch matters. If you didn't start with a random episode like this, then you would have your answer. The first season explains how this power works. Long story short, it has an on-off switch.
This fight lasts so f***ing long. Like, it goes on for 16 more minutes. Izuku does not give 100% now, he does that later. And I hate you for giving me false hope that this is almost over.
I shouldn't have to explain, as normal people watch a show from the start. But One for All has a percentage scale. 10%, 15%, etc, etc. That can be isolated to parts of the body. 100% is too much for Deku, and it breaks his bones. So he is currently isolating 100% in just his fingers. This is the 100% All Might is referring to.
So people like the show, unironically, because that character just used In Your Dreams as a comeback, and I'm pretty sure that was outlawed in the US after the Sidney Prescott cliché trials in the late 90s.
I still hear that phrase being tossed around today, so suck my big toe.
We all have a limit to how much power we can produce.
Can't relate. I have unlimited power to sin. Feel my wrath.
Dang it, he made me laugh.
Wait, is this an amateur match? They fill stadiums like this for the amateurs?
If you had watched the show, you would know that this is a highly anticipated event held at a top-rated school, popular amongst talent scouts, to get a good look at potential heroes from such a highly prestigious school.
If it wasn't bad enough that these two won't stop talk fighting, the show commits the cardinal sin of repeating the last 20 seconds from before the commercial break. Here's a sin for every repeated second you made me sit through twice.
I agree, I do find it really annoying, but coming from the guy that starts every single video complaining about logos, you can't say crap about repetition.
Imagine the egg in the microwave.
Kama Sutra.
Jeremy almost says boner.
Derpy, derpy, derp, 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 derp. Everybody now. Derpy, derpy, derp, 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 derp.
Okay, when I originally uploaded this video to my other channel, I had a bit where I sang about padding up the sin count, but I reused that clip in the Hunter x Hunter video that I currently have up on the channel. So I'm just gonna add on this many sins and move on.
You know what's great about this show? It's just like the X-Men. If their unique superpowers were just different forms of narrated exposition, ham-fisted flashbacks, and occasionally punching each other in slow motion.
You choose to watch an episode where the title literally tells you it's a character origin story. What did you expect?
There are so many trigger warnings in the 3 minutes of Scarface's backstory. Child abuse, spouse abuse, more child abuse. The show finally decides to show substance, and it's this brutal?
Everything wrong with Boku no Hero, everyone. Things that happen in real life.
I'll be a hero.
Well, you've got to be strong, and you've got to be fast, and you got to be fresh from the fight. Can you do that?
If you're gonna make this kind of sin, at least sing it.
Are you really a hero by winning quirk tournaments? Is that heroic? Seems like wasted powers and pointless dangerous combat that helps no one and improves nothing.
No, it doesn't make them heroes. It's just a sports event. They become heroes by getting the qualification at UA High. And you could say the same thing about hot dog eating contests. It's a waste of time and food. Does winning really make you a food expert? See? The analogy is dumb.
What's happening here? Is she ripping her clothes so her body can release healing by revealing her skin?
It's not healing spray. It's sleeping gas. It knocks them out. You would know that if you'd watched the show or at least even Googled the character. Now, unlike anime sins, who actually watch the whole series they are sinning, and are actually funny and creative, when I gave him a hard time, it was just in jest. This video, however, is just plain bad. Don't sin the anime unless you're going to start from the beginning, and at least do more than one episode at a time. And for any Cinema Sins fans out there that are about to jump into the comments section in defense of him, I just have one thing to say. You can...